Good day, everybody. Today we are going to see how to perform an indirect cardiac massage in an emergency situation. Hey, what happened? Are you okay? Okay. Okay. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. No problem. Are you okay? Can you hear me? In a scenario, if you are next to a collapsing patient, ease patient onto the floor and protect head from injury. If you found an already collapsed patient, before approaching the patient, make sure the environment is safe for both you and the patient. Dangers like fire, a toxic gas, chemicals, or hazardous radiations should be ensured and should be absent before approaching the patient. Use personal protective equipment like gloves, and if toxic gas is present, use respiratory mask. Next, approach the patient and assess for consciousness. Shake the shoulders and ask him questions. Sir, sir, can you hear me? Do you know where you are? Can you understand what I am saying? Sir? You can pinch the nostrils or the ear lobes to check if there is any reactions. Sir? If the patient is not responding, call emergency medical services through your phone or let any bystanders with a phone call emergency medical services. And next we go to ABC assessment. In ABC, first is airway. Assess, manage and anticipate potential airway obstruction complications. Inspect mouth and nose for any foreign bodies or secretions. Then you check if there is any signs of complete airway obstruction, like use of accessory muscles for breathing, and if there is any paroxysmal abdominal or thoracic movements. Next, initiate basic airway maneuvers. Head tilt chin lift maneuvers. Put your left hand on patient's forehead. You use two fingers under the chin of the patient. Tilt the head 15 to 30 degrees in atlanto-occipital extension, and with two fingers lift the chin of the patient so that the oropharyngeal soft tissues and tongue is displaced anteriorly. With the same hand and the thumb, put pressure under the lip and open the mouth of the patient slightly. Alternative to head tilt chin lift maneuver, there is another maneuver called jaw thrust maneuver for patients with suspected cervical spine injury. The patient is made to lie supine, and using two hands, the fingers will be lying on the temporomandibular joint to move jaw anterior to pull the base of the tongue and soft tissues away from airway, and use thumb of both hands to open the mouth slightly. Next is the assessment of B. B is for breathing. First, we should check the patient is breathing or not if he is apneic. For that, place your cheeks on the above the patient's nose and feel the breathing. You can also place your hand on the patient's chest and check for rise and fall of the chest. And other than that, we can check for the signs of if there is any signs of agitation or signs of increased respiratory effort, like suprasternal intercostal or subcostal retractions. For this, it is better to visualize by removing the patient's upper body clothing, and we should also assess the symmetry of the chest, the depth of the breathing and respiratory pattern. If you have a stethoscope with you, you can also auscultate lungs for the checking of breathing. After breathing comes C, it is circulation. For assessing the circulation, first we assess the skin color, if there is a cyanosis or pallor of the skin. Then we should check for the pulse, the carotid pulse and the radial pulse. And if no pulse is present, then immediately we should start cardiopulmonary resuscitation or CPR. CPR begins with chest compressions. Kneel down to the side of the patient, find the xiphoid process of the sternum, two fingers above the xiphoid process, put your dominant hand and put your non-dominant hand above the dominant hand and interlace the fingers. And Keep your arms straight and do not bend your elbows. The shoulder should be always above the hand, directly above the hand. The rate of the chest compressions should be between 100 to 120 per minute. The depth of the compressions is 2 to 2.5 in inches and 5 to 6 in centimeters. After each 30 compressions, 2 rescue breaths should be given. So let's see how we can do chest compressions. The rescue breath is given by head tilt and chin lift maneuver, and the rescuer but must close the pinch the nose and blow into the patient's mouth for 1 second and simultaneously check for thoracic movements. Thoracic movement is present, then continue the compressions as suddenly. CPR to children and infants, the compression rate is the same between 100 to 120 per minute. The depth is different. For infants it is 4 centimeter deep, and for children it is 5 centimeter deep. The technique is also different. We use 2 fingers, the index finger and middle finger. It should be placed between the intermammillary line or the 1/3 of the sternum, between the intermammillary line, and 4 centimeter for infants and 5 centimeter for the children. The rescue breath ratio is the same, 30:2, 30 compressions. After that, 2 rescue breaths using head tilt and chin lift maneuver. We should continue this procedure until the cardiopulmonary activity returns or the emergency medical services arrives.